Alright, well, as you guys can see, I'm back at the Eclipse. It's 4th of July weekend, and I decided I'm going to work on it all weekend. I got a nice 3-day weekend. I spent most of today running around grabbing parts. I got a sandblaster, I got a pressure washer, I got I got a bunch of stuff. I don't even remember what I got. I got a Harbor Freight special drum, sanding drum tool. I got I got a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, as you can see, I'm draining the fuel tank now. Got about 4 gallons or so in there. This is fresh gas. It's only about, I don't know, 2 months old. I put it in when I was doing the maintenance when I got the car, and I put nice 91 octane in it with some Techron fuel additive cleaner stuff. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just reuse it. I'm gonna put it in the Escalade. Gas is expensive, so I'm not gonna waste it. I know it's good stuff. It's not bad or anything like that. As you guys can see, I'm testing the new microphone, wireless microphones. I didn't like the quality of the videos or the sound quality in my last couple of videos. The last one being real bad, and I ended up having to put music over the entire thing. So we're going to get to jamming on the car today. Hopefully get the wheel liners welded in after we get the fuel tank out. Get the bottom sandblasted off, all the undercarriage coating. I got a walnut shell and my buddy's sandblaster, so I'm going to put that to work. Do the inside of the engine bay and the inside of the back hatch area and the underneath. Hopefully all with the little bit of walnut shell I got. I don't know how much his sandblaster uses. I only got one little box. I might go get some more, depending on how well it works. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait for that little bit of fuel we got in the tank to drain back out. I'll probably have 1 or 2 jugs, 5 or 10 gallons roughly. I don't think I put that much in it. I thought I only put like $25 in it, but I think we're at over $25 in fuel right now. Anyways, so we'll jump into a time lapse or something when I get the car drained and the fuel tank out. I'm going to push it outside and start pressure washing or sandblasting, and we'll see how that works out. Nice note, I did get a couple more tripods. The one that the camera's on now is a nice big one, and then I got a small one for when I start working in the car. I can prop it up, have nice, better video quality, I'm hoping. So getting better every time. Like I said, the wireless mics should help out quite a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and end this little section right here, and then we'll jump into a time lapse when I get the car outside. Well, it's the next day. Yesterday was a bust. I didn't get anything done. The pressure washer that I was going to use to sandblast the car with just wasn't big enough. So after a whole bunch of playing with that and trying to get everything all squared away, it ended up just not working. So today I rented another pressure washer, quite a bit bigger of a unit. Hopefully, hopefully that'll be sufficient enough to get the walnut shell through. I'm gonna try and sandblast a little bit underneath the wheel wells and the engine compartment and the inside. So let's get to it. that still didn't do much, except for make a big mess. I got some of it off. I got a lot of the nasty off. And the wheel liners, it didn't do that great of a deal. I was using walnut shell. If I would have went to crushed glass or something like that, it probably would have done a little bit better. Harbor Freight didn't have crushed glass. They only had walnut shell, so I didn't bother even trying to go anywhere else. I guess what's going to end up happening is, instead of just wasting the money for the pressure washer, I'm going to actually use it. I'm going to get all the, at least pressure washed underneath. I'll scuff it up with the grinder or something like that, and then make it nice and flat, and then shoot some Raptor liner on it over the existing, I guess, because I'm not going to be able to get all that off. It doesn't look like, even with the walnut shell in the blaster. So that kind of sucks. I'm still going to use the pressure washer. I'm going to clean the car as best I can. I also started to do all that liquid rubber on the passenger door. That actually turned out, it's slow, but it's working. So I'm going to use that for that. I've also got to now get all of this walnut shell off of the car. And it's everywhere. Every little crack is stuffed full. So maybe that wasn't the best idea. I wanted to get everything all cleaned out in the bottom and looking good, and then Raptor lined and everything. I still have to fix some of the pinch weld here, beat this all flat. Yeah, my nice 3-day weekend that I thought I was going to get so much done is fighting me every step of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash out the inside and get the rubber off of that door, and then I'm going to try and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually feeling a little defeated today. Everything's fighting me. But we'll get that door cleaned up. We'll get the wheel wells cleaned up. Get all the walnut shell off the car. I mean, it's everywhere. But this undercarriage coating, I would literally have to get a wire wheel and just buff that off. And that's kind of gross. Stinks. And makes a huge mess. Kind of like I already have going on here. But I think I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, flatten it out a little bit, and then Raptor liner over it. I don't think I'll have any problem with adhesion as long as I scuff everything up real good. We'll see. Anyways, when I get back into, after I clean it up, I will get back into some more videos, but right now I got a lot of cleaning to do, and that's boring, so I won't bore you with it. Well, there it is, all nice and cleaned up. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, and then I didn't get all the walnut shell out. I got 99% of it. There's just, the sandblasting's not working. Like I said, I was using walnut shell. If I went to glass, it might be better, but I'm not gonna go buy any more of that, because I am just gonna simply take some sandpaper. Like I said in the beginning, I was trying to go the easy route, and pressure washing that door off, all that liquid rubber went everywhere again. So I'm not going to play around. I'm going to not try and take the easy way out. I'm just going to go ahead and take some sandpaper and a block and just block it all out. That seems like, yeah, it takes a long time. It's obviously not the preferred method, but I think that's just what I'm going to do. Go ahead and just sand everything. Once I get it done, I can throw some epoxy sealer on it and then some primer, and pretty much that's the goal. I'm not digging this. Maybe when I shoot the Raptor liner, it'll put me in a better mood. But right now, this is I had such good plans for this weekend, 3-day weekend. I was gonna get a lot done, and it doesn't feel like I've got anything done. I mean, the car's clean, kind of. Got walnut shell hidden everywhere. I'm just gonna let it dry, vacuum it up, no big deal. I just gotta keep on going. Everybody else is out on the boats having beers and steaks, and yeah, it's worth it. It's for my son, and it's gonna be awesome. I just gotta quit trying to get it done tomorrow. You know, don't do that. Take your time. Better product in the end. All right, so I just cut this out. Went and tested it. It's a little too big, but that's okay because I usually cut things a little too big, because too big is good. Too big means I can trim a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and make it fit perfect. If it's too small, or just, well, I mean, perfect would be awesome, but if it's a little too small, it's trash and you got to start all over. So I went ahead and measured it twice and cut so far once, but now I need to trim this edge that goes up against the wide body panel, and then clean up a little bit here and a little bit down here. I don't need this much. I don't know where I got that big old round thing, but it actually comes like this. So yeah, I like it. Finally, something that's not totally wrong today. This is going to be good. All right, so it's the next day, the third day of my 3-day weekend, and finally something productive happened. So yesterday we tried sandblasting with the walnut shell, and it was nowhere near abrasive enough to do anything with. So yesterday I tried working on the wheel liners. That was a major fail too. I need to make better templates and regather myself before I do that again. But I went ahead this morning, and bought glass bead for the sandblaster, and it worked out really well. Everything's got a little etch to it. A lot of spots I went down to bare metal. Um, it looks really good. Like, I got all of the engine compartment done. It looks really nice. I did all the back. It looks really nice. I hit that door. Ooh, I really hope there's not a fire. I'm in the hills, and 2 county fire trucks just went by. Anyway, so I did hit all of the inside, um, the floor pan in the back, this whole side, the door, and that back quarter fender area right here. I didn't hit the outside because I don't want to damage the outside. I'm not really worried about the inside that much. I mean, I've got some plans with the inside. It's going to be all sanded down smooth and primed and painted and look really nice. But we got it done. I'm super jazzed. Unfortunately, it's not even dry yet, and I can see already I'm getting flash rusting. So I have got to really quickly take the air gun and blow all the excess sand off, give the car a real good wipe down, and then get some self-etching primer on it real quick. I was going to go and buy epoxy primer so I could shoot it on after I got it down to, bare metal, but I thought that was going to happen. Today is Tuesday. I thought that was going to happen Sunday, that I was going to be able to sandblast. So I thought Monday, no problem, I'll go down and grab the epoxy paint or primer. But the problem is that the walnut shell didn't do anything, so I didn't go get it. I do have some rattle cans of self-etching primer. I might hit all the, well, it's going to have to be pretty much full coverage because I've got etching everywhere in all the metal. So, yep, I might have to hit it with the self-etching primer instead of the epoxy primer. I'll talk to my buddy because I'm not exactly sure if I can do the epoxy primer over that. I'm not sure. If you know, leave me a comment in the bottom, in the comment section, and let me know if you can do epoxy primer over self-etching primer. Anyways, I am going to probably pressure wash this one more time, try and knock all the little glass beads off everywhere, and then let it dry, and then hit it with the air gun, and I might wipe it down with some acetone or something before I get into really priming it. But primer will definitely have to be done today, so we'll get into that. Well, I thought I started a time lapse, but I guess not. Anyway, wiped everything down, got some self-etching primer all on pretty much everything on the inside. Pretty jazzed about it. I still got to clean up a whole bunch of stuff in there. As soon as that self-etching primer dries, I'm going to go ahead and roll the car over a little bit more, and I'm just going to hose out everything with the pressure washer. Just get it all as best I can. Try and get all of it out, but looks pretty good. I'm super jazzed that something went right today, or this weekend, rather. But, yeah, I'm pretty jazzed. I did not get the wheel liners in like I wanted to. But I did make progress, and that's a good thing. I've still got a lot more to do. We got to get the wheel liners in, and I wanted to try and get the Raptor liner shot underneath the car today, but I don't know. We'll see how much daylight I have left. I don't even know what time it is. I've got to clean up all that media, all that glass, the beaded glass, crushed glass, whatever you want to call it. I've got to clean that up in the inside. It's bad. That stuff's worse than the walnut shell. That's finding all the cracks. But I'm gonna get in there, and most of it's dry, so I'm gonna get in there and try and blow it out with the air compressor, and then get as much out of it as I can. And then I guess I was gonna say hit it with the vacuum, but I don't think that's a good idea. This thing will sift through the filters and destroy it. But I will hit it with the air gun. I still see water in fender. As soon as I roll it back flat, that'll drain out. Maybe take some of that sand with it, or that glass rather. I'm probably going to push the car back inside and clean up the driveway too, because this is not my house, and I want to make sure that I can continue to use it. So, gotta clean up my mess. But that's it for now, I guess. I am going to just do a little bit more cleaning, get that glass cleaned up the best I can. Happy 4th of July, everybody, by the way. This is turning out really good. I finally made some progress today after my 3-day weekend turned into a 1-day weekend, because everything I did for the first 2 days didn't work or didn't accomplish anything. So I'm super happy today went good. Yeah, and I guess that's it.
All right, well, we got quite a bit done today. Today was a really good day. Got the sandblaster, got all the media for the sandblaster, the stuff that works. Got that door cleaned up, primed, everything sandblasted inside, everything primed. Self-etching primer, did pretty good. I didn't do the outside yet because I didn't want to sandblast the outside. Looks pretty good. There was little crushed glass, that's the media I used, all over. So we got all that cleaned up, blown out. It's still all over. Some over there in the corner. I got a lot of it out. I'm really jazzed about how it's looking. Let me see if I can turn on a light here. Yeah, can't. Got everything on the inside primed up, looking really good. Still have to do the wheel liners. We still got a nice big open spot right there. I can see into the car. But at least we got everything primed. I got a good solid day of work in. I thought I was gonna have a nice 3-day weekend. That ended up not being the case. Um, a lot of things were fighting me, but I did find the media that worked to run through the sandblaster, so I got that all squared away, taken care of. All in the wiper cowl is really nice and cleaned out and primed. Got all the rubber off here, primed. So now, next weekend, I'm gonna come back out, hopefully do the wheel liners. The wheel liners are really important right now. I should be getting the subframes here pretty quick, and before they get here, I want to have the bottom all Raptor lined and fixed, the wheel liners in and Raptor lined. I'm not worried about the back end there because that's all getting painted. I'm going to cover all of the Raptor liner inside, obviously. On the 15th, I'm going to Carbonetics. I'm sorry, the 17th. 15th, they'll be done, but I don't have a day off until the 17th. So on the 17th, I'll go down to San Diego to Carbonetics and pick up the carbon fiber bits. I'm pretty excited about that. I can, as soon as I get my new heater core, I can put that in and put the dash back in, and then the carpet, and then all of the interior pieces. I don't have the seats yet, but everything else I pretty much have except for the heater core, or will be getting on the 17th. Everything's carbon fiber. So yeah, I'm excited. It was a pretty productive day today. Like I said, everything fought me for the first 2 days of my weekend, so I only got really one solid day to work, or that was productive anyway. But everything's ready to start priming with the high build, get it painted. I'm really close to getting it painted. I got to do a little bit more welding underneath, Raptor liner underneath, put the subframes on. I've got a whole bunch of parts right here, all suspension stuff. I need to clean real good, sandblast or media blast, and paint all those, all of the knuckles and suspension stuff. I'm not going to be using the brakes. I'm not going to be using those coilovers. I'm going to be using a air ride suspension that I do not have yet. But yeah, all of the backing plates and everything needs to be cleaned and painted so I can put those on when I get the new subframes. But I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to fireworks. Happy 4th of July. I'm going to start editing this probably, I don't know, I got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, so by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be midweek, and hopefully I'll be able to get out here and get a bunch more wheel liners and Raptor liner next weekend. So stay tuned.